What's going on, PGA DFS fans? Hope you all enjoyed round one of the Masters. Hopefully you avoided Paul Casey in your lineups like Ben and I told you to on Live Before Lock last night. Hopefully you've got a little piece of Sungjae Im and Cameron Smith, and you're sitting pretty going into round two. But if you're not, we've got an opportunity here for you for some showdown picks to get all of that money back and then some, as DraftKings is offering us $100,000 to round two for Showdown, our biggest prize of the year in this element. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to give you 5 picks to focus on for round two to try and help you win that $100K. So let's jump right in after a great day at Augusta. -5 is the leader. Sungjae Im, a great score to lead a major. -5, -4. It's a fantastic first round with elements of wind coming in for round two, certainly. Also want to thank PrizePicks, the sponsor of this video on-demand series. Make sure you like and subscribe also to our YouTube channels. Okay, now let's dive into the picks here and go over just a little bit of stats as well. First pick I want to talk about at $6,700 coming in for round two is Cameron Champ. Guy hasn't had a great season, but when he gets to Augusta, maybe the course just fits him well. Maybe he just turns it up a notch, but certainly has looked very good here. He shot just an even par and is in a tie for 19th at the last I looked. I'm writing this as, recording this as the guys come up 18th hole the last few groups here. So for Cameron Champ, let's go out and look at his stats. He hit 67% of his greens in regulation in round one, good for 24th. He also hit 71% of his fairways. For somebody like Cameron Champ who hits the ball that far, that is superb. So we love to see that. Now, when we go into his strokes gained, tee to green, he's ranked 10th after round one, gaining 3.3 strokes. In round one, 1.16 of those was off the tee, ranked 13th. 2.2, though, was on the approaches, ranking 9th. So Cameron Champ, in a stat that has been terrible this year, certainly looks to be in much better form here this week. Now, his short game, that's what's going to have to pick up in round two. Around the green is fine. He basically matched the field in round one, but he lost 1.32 strokes putting. So let's see if in overnight, a couple of corrections will get Cameron Champ in play for tomorrow. By the way, just $6,700 for Cameron Champ. Okay, let's move on to Robert MacIntyre, the lefty from Scotland. Hit 85% of his fairways in round one. He's coming in at just $6,700 for round two. And want to make one more note about both MacIntyre and Champ. They're in the first couple of threesomes out tomorrow morning, which is expected to have a much better weather draw than the guys going out in the afternoon. So a little bit of focus going on there. Now to Robert MacIntyre. Struggled with the irons today. Lost about almost a stroke and only hit 53% of his greens. But after he hit 85% of his fairways in regulation, I expect those irons to pick up after round one. His off-the-tee game looks great. He gained 1.26 strokes, good for 9th on the day. Okay, now we go to his putting in around the green. Around the green looked good at 0.84 strokes that he gained and gained slightly with the putter. So for MacIntyre, who's typically much better with his irons than almost losing a stroke, I expect that to pick up in round two. Okay, now let's talk about the round one leader, Sungjae Im. He's going to turn around and go right back out tomorrow morning, something that he, I'm sure, will like and enjoy, especially with the fact that the stronger winds are coming in the afternoon when, say, Cameron Smith and Scotty Scheffler will be teeing off. So for Sungjae in round one, hit 72% of his greens, good for about a top 10 there. 85% of his fairways, though. His driver is on point, and the most of his game looks to be pretty on point as well, gaining through the bag in round one. 1.64 off the tee, 0.98 on the approach, 0.85 around the green, and here's the big one, 3.38 with the putter, good for 4th. When you match that up with gaining almost 3.5 strokes tee to green, we see why he's in first. So Sungjae Im coming in at just $7,900 tomorrow. Certainly take a look at him for your round two lineups. Okay, last two golfers. There's a good amount of guys going back out tomorrow morning. In fact, many of the good golfers are going to be doing that, including Viktor Hovland, Brooks Koepka, Jordan Spieth, and the alike. So we're going to start off with talking about Brooks Koepka, who looked to be in major form through 13 holes. Then he gets to the 13th hole middle of the fairway and rinses one. From there, he made 3 straight bogeys. That was starting on A-man corner. Started on 11, 12, and 13, 3 straight bogeys. And it was really due to his putting, except for that one shot on the 13th fairway. As we look, greens in regulation, he hit 81%. Good for a top 5 number there. 83% of his fairways, giving us 3.3 strokes gained at tee to green. But he lost just as many with the putter, losing 3 in Koepka. That's not standard for him. I expect that to vastly improve tomorrow. He's not out of it by any stretch, obviously, with 5 under being the lead. So look for Koepka to take that strong ball striking form into round 2 and make a move up the leaderboard. Speaking of strong ball striking, well, typically we'd expect that out of Viktor Hovland, the next guy on our picks here. He's coming in at just 9,500. And with him shooting even par today, he shouldn't be a primary focus of many gamers' lineups. So I do expect him to be a little bit lower owned. Now, typically we see Hovland. He's an elite ball striker, very good with the irons, but not here today in round 1. He only hit 63% of his greens. But his driving accuracy, that looks to be superb. 85% of his fairways in round 1. You absolutely love that heading into tomorrow morning's round 2 round. So look at the rest of his stats. His putter looked good as well. He gained almost a stroke in round 1, good for 18th ranked. So those are going to be the 5 picks for your round 2 showdown focus. Again, thanks to PrizePick. Check them out. They've got some great player props for round 2. Over-unders. Tiger Woods was 73.5 for round 1. You took the under there, you would have won. So again, thanks to them. Make sure, of course, you like and subscribe. This is our showdown content for the major championship series. Again, 5-1 quickly. Cameron Champ, Robert MacIntyre, Sungjae Im, Brooks Koepka, and Viktor Hovland is going to be the picks for round 2. So we will be back for round 4, of course, Sunday at Augusta. There is no day like it, and we will be back with another video on demand series for that. So till next time, everybody, I am Jason Rouslin for the Awesemo YouTube channel. Good luck, and we'll see you on the other side. Cheers.